London murder.
It was a misty autumn evening in London, 1812, when Charles Babbage, a wealthy businessman and inventor, met his untimely demise. The fog that enveloped the streets seemed to echo the ominous feeling that hung in the air as the police were called to Babbage's luxurious townhouse on Baker Street. The officers were met with a gruesome scene that left them reeling. Charles Babbage had been brutally murdered, his throat slashed and his chest bearing multiple stab wounds.
The investigation that followed was a labyrinth of twists and turns, shrouded in secrecy and intrigue. As the detectives delved deeper into the case, they soon zeroed in on Babbage's business partner and alleged lover, Ada Lovelace. Ada, a brilliant mathematician and writer, had been the driving force behind Babbage's most ambitious invention, the analytical engine. However, their relationship had been plagued with tension and jealousy, and it was no secret that they had been on the verge of a bitter breakup. Ada was a mysterious figure, always shrouded in secrecy, and it was not long before the detectives found themselves enmeshed in a web of deceit and lies. Ada had always been fiercely private, and her aloofness only served to fuel the speculation surrounding her involvement in Babbage's murder. As the investigation progressed, it became clear that Ada had motive and opportunity to commit the murder. She had been furious with Babbage for refusing to acknowledge her contributions to the project, and had threatened him on multiple occasions. Furthermore, witnesses reported seeing her leaving Babbage's home on the night of the murder, and her fingerprints were found on the murder weapon. Despite this evidence, Ada's high-powered attorneys were able to cast doubt on the prosecution's case, painting her as a brilliant woman who had been wrongfully accused due to her gender and social standing. They argued that Ada and Charles had a tumultuous but passionate love affair, and that their professional rivalry had been nothing more than a lover's quarrel gone wrong. As the trial began, the public was captivated by the scandalous love story unfolding before them. Ada, who had always been a private and enigmatic figure, suddenly found herself at the center of a media frenzy. The courtroom was packed with spectators eager to catch a glimpse of the accused, and the press couldn't get enough of the story. The trial was a roller coaster of emotions, as the prosecution and defense battled it out in the courtroom. The prosecution presented evidence that seemed to implicate Ada in the murder, while the defense argued that she was innocent and had been wrongfully accused. The tension was palpable as the jury deliberated, and the verdict was met with a mixture of shock and relief. In the end, Ada was found not guilty, but the question of her guilt or innocence still hung heavy in the air. Was she truly innocent, or had she gotten away with murder? The case was never officially solved, shrouded in mystery and intrigue. The story of Charles and Ada's tempestuous love affair, and the murder that rocked London, continued to captivate the public for years to come. It remains one of the most controversial and mysterious cases in British legal history, and the open ending leaves people in suspense, wondering whether Ada was truly guilty or innocent.